to be postponed. Our next match is in fact scheduled for one fall. Why do they say that every time? And it is a singles match. Now we're featuring two our first competitor. From behind the stage, whispering in ears, telling things to make himself get over. Reptilian overlord, the politicking time bomb, Alexander D.
You heard it there, you heard it all there. The politicking time bomb, the reptilian overlord, one half of collar and elbow. And as he alluded to earlier on, in his left hand there, the agenda. And I think on the agenda for tonight is a victory for Alexander D.
Oh, no. Like I said, my show, my agenda, my microphone, I do what I fucking want around here. Go.
Oh, that's bad news for this crowd. They want to watch their tongue.
Fuck the agenda. Fuck all of you. Your money's in my back pocket, you fucking clowns. So Jay Money doesn't want to tell me who I'm fighting here tonight. Well, I don't give a shite. Because whether it's Trinity, it's your Elwyn more than likely, pal. Whether it's Trinity, whether it's the fucking Tivoli, whether it's Eastwall, whether it's the stadium, whether it's Belfast, whether it's Cork, it does not fucking matter. Because I am the reptilian overlord of Irish professional wrestling, and all of you are underlings.
All fact right there from Alexander Dean.
Making his way to the ring from the School of Hard Knocks section of Limerick. Savage!
Well, look at this for an opponent, Steve Savage. Now at the stand, still reeling off of the Alabama Shakedown match being cancelled. I heard that Steve Kern was going to return as Skinner, but look at this.
Hold on. When I said it didn't matter who I was going to wrestle tonight, I assumed that they'd at least be a fucking trained professional wrestler and not this absolute joke. Buddy, you come from CCW. The only good thing to come out of Cork was the assassination of Michael Collins.
That'll ruffle some feathers.
Too soon.
Yeah, treating that, lads. Treating that, he's a fucking traitor. So here's the thing. I'm going to turn my back on this CM Punk knockoff. He's going to get out of my ring. I'm going to take the night off and still get paid. Thank you.
Well, turning his back on Steve Savage was a mistake. There's the code breaker. 1, 2. Whoa!
That had a few hearts in mouth right there. Steve Savage coming right for Alexander Dean. Steve Savage, a real smash mouth, no nonsense style. He will hit you and hurt you, and he'll do it quickly.
School of Hard Knocks in Limerick. Dean made a huge mistake underestimating this guy.
Alexander Dean can't seem to get out of the traps here. Steve Savage all over him in the early goings of the match.
Steve Savage moving at 100 miles per hour from the starting bell.
This certainly wasn't on the agenda.
Oh,
and Alexander Dean,
kicking
always
the ref.
clever. Ring awareness.
Now stomping away.
Heavy stomps from Alexander Dean. Steve Savage been laying into there.
And now Dean again back on the offense. The reptilian overlord, here he comes.
Huge boot from Alexander Dean. This could be all.
Alexander Dean tonight, even more caustic than usual. Some very choice words did the Reptilian Overlord have for all these fans. Usually he's whispering in their ears, trying to get on their good side, but tonight he just don't give a shit.
He just does not seem to care one single bit. They've got on his nerves, so he's going to get right on theirs. Tell them how it is.
There's the pinfall again from Alexander Dean. Maybe he should have cared a little more. Maybe he should have prepared a little more.
Well, how could he have prepared, Ben? He didn't have a fucking clue who he's going to be fighting tonight.
That doesn't give him an excuse to take his opponent for granted.
Huge back elbow, the aggression, the force in that. Alexander Dean letting this crowd know what it is.
And the shoulder up of Steve Savage, he stays in this one.
Steve Savage fighting back here.
Here he comes. Oh, he's got Dean up on his shoulders, rolling Death Valley Driver. Look at that. Can
he capitalize though? You got to capitalize. Dean down, and you don't get that much.
Dean is down, but Savage has taken a lot of punishment. That was just a burst of adrenaline. And now it seems to be running out at the worst possible time for Steve Savage.
He's got to be able to capitalize on this moment. Both men up to vertical bases, however, only on their knees, and they're teeing off on one another.
Firing away with the forearms back and forth.
Savage challenging Dean.
Now Savage firing away. There's the back fist. There's the back kick. And there's the knee. Drive-by knee to the side of the head.
Alexander Dean gets the shoulder up. What a shot from Steve Savage. That knee right to the temple of Alexander Dean.
Look at this. Dean is in trouble. Picking himself up, but Steve Savage, he's prepared, going for another code breaker, but Dean escaping. There's the super kick.
Massive super kick gets him right back up.
And up again. Oh!
Brain buster from Alexander Dean.
Oh.
Steve Savage stays in it.
A very powerful pin by Alexander Dean, keeping the shoulders down, but only for a 2 count. Savage still able to get out.
Alexander Dean calling for the end here.
All the hissing from the crowd here, but look at this! Sunset flip into the pin, but no!
Almost caught Alexander Dean off guard.
Oh.
Bicycle kick.
And now Dean going after the leg. Oh, look at this hold here.
Inverted leg lock here. Inflicting excruciating pain on the legs of Steve Savage while taking shots at him.
Savage still fighting back, but Dean just firing away until he won't move anymore.
His non-stop forearms pummeling down. Now Alexander Dean, what's the politicking time bomb got in his mind?
Now Dean stalking his prey like the reptile he is. He's about to dislocate that jaw and open up and swallow his opponent. But there's the code breaker!
There's the code breaker from Savage. He's looking to climb high. Could this be it?
This could be it for Dean. Savage up top. There's the elbow. There's the pin. 1, 2, 3.
Steve Savage has got a huge upset here tonight. A massive win. Knocking off Alexander Dean. Way to make a name for yourself, Steve Savage.
Well, he says this was his show, his crowd, his ring, but tonight was not his night. Alexander Dean going home with a loss here to Steve Savage.
Certainly not on the agenda anyway. Alexander Dean enraged with that. But congratulations must be in order for Steve Savage.
He pulled it out of the tank here tonight, and what a win for Steve Savage.